Hello everyone, this is just a quick little look at the Lumify Learn portal and how to use some of the features. So if we take a look at A+, which I have already completed, you can see that you have all of the different videos that you can watch. So you can see you've got the first module and all the different videos within the module. Just so that you're aware, you can turn the captions on and off so you can have little subtitles or closed captions. You can also turn autoplay on and off, and what autoplay does, it will automatically move through to the next video, or not, and just play the one video if you just want to watch one video. The other thing too is if you scroll down to the transcript, you can view the full transcript, and this gives you a full written version of each video. So if you need to be offline, or if you're going on a plane, for example, that's one way where you can at least get the information. So taking a look in my network one, you've got the labs, which again, if you go to the lab, you can launch this, and you'll see a list of all the different labs that you can do. I'll go into the first one here and hit start. And you'll see all these different computers along the side. If you need to, you can turn on all the devices. Quite often you don't need all of them though, so you might just want to turn on the ones that you actually need. You can reset all devices if they stop working, or you can exit. But more importantly, you can come down to the print. And again, if you need an offline version, this gives you a written version of all of the labs that you need to do, and it should provide you with the screenshots. So if the lab is not working for some reason, that is another way that you can at least look through the information. And one more thing that's really worth looking at is the test prep. So you'll see something like this page. I'm looking at the network one. Let's take a look at the test prep. And this is really, really good. So the main thing I'm going to show you at the moment is the actual practice exam simulation. You can come into the custom quiz and you can choose per domain. So if you just want the networking concepts, you'll see there's a maximum of 70. So you change that to 70. And you can use unused questions, incorrect questions, or you can get all of them, which is what I like to do. And you can show the answer explanations. And you can also print the quiz. So this is a way of getting a printable copy of the exam questions, not the actual exam, but a practice exam questions. And it tells you what domain you're in, what the subdomain is, what objectives. So with CompTIA, you've got the different exam objectives, and the questions will actually look at each domain and then which section of the domain. So this is the question that we were just looking at, is related to the OSI model. So with some of them, they do have PBQs, which is performance-based questions, which it doesn't really work in the printable mode. But it'd be something like it'll have physical layer, data link layer, network layer, and then it'll have a list of network cable, FDDIs separately, and you have to match which one's which. But typically what you'll have is something like this, where you've got the question, the options, and then it gives you an explanation if you turn the explanation on. This section is absolutely brilliant for learning because it gives you a lot more context for what the question is about. It puts it into perspective, and it lets you really test what you know and what you don't know. And of course, if you turn the answers on, it will actually give you the answers, so you could have two of them. So you could have one printout, which is just the questions, and then when you want the answers, you could turn on the explanations and the actual yes/no, so that you've got a proper full answer sheet. But it's just having the explanations, reading through these explanations is where you really learn the most, in my opinion. And of course, you can print it and save it to a PDF. And as you can see, I've saved a whole bunch of them. But you can come back and you can start it, you can print it, you can change the name so that you can change it to domain 1, for example. But that's just a quick look at some of the things that you can do within the Lumify Learn portal and the different systems that we have set up. So I hope you found that useful.